when she saw a little girl walking past. Something wasn't right. The girl was wearing a blue skirt, but the girl wasn't hanging down properly. Part of the skirt was sticking up. Dasha called out, "Hey girl!" But the girl didn't hear her and kept on walking. Dasha ran up behind the skirt and pulled down the rumpled part of the skirt. The girl was surprised. She didn't know what was happening, but then she realized that Dasha had helped her by straightening out her skirt. "Thank you," she said. A few days later, Dasha saw the little girl again after school. This time, she was standing with her mother. The girl turned to her mother and said, "That's the girl." Then she looked at Dasha and said, "Hi, come meet my mother." Dasha went over. Nastya told me that she had met a nice girl at school. Nastya's mother said, she said that I should meet you and it's nice to meet you. Dasha also thought it was nice to meet Nastya and her mother. She smiled shyly. As she turned to go home, Nastya's mother gave her a big bow. Then she gave her an oatmeal cookie and a kiss on the head. Dasha liked the cookie and the hug and the kiss. After that, Dasha ran to Nastya's mother every time she saw her. Nastya's mother always hugged her and asked, "How's your day going?" Dasha became friends with Nastya and her mom. After a while, Nastya's mom asked, "Who do you live with?" "I live with my grandmother," Dasha said. Nastya's mother invited Dasha and her grandmother to come over for a visit. But grandmother couldn't find a time that suited her. Before Dasha knew it, the school year ended and she didn't go to school anymore, so she didn't see Nastya or her mother anymore. She couldn't call them because she didn't know their telephone number. Grandmother sent her to spend time the summer with her mother in another city. Dasha missed grandmother and they spoke by telephone every day. One day, while visiting grandmother nearly every day, she's a good woman. Grandmother said, after school, their grandmother said, after school, Nastya's mother invited Dasha and grandmother to a delicious meal. She said, "Come every Sabbath." Dasha and grandmother started going to Nastya's home every Sabbath. Dasha learned that Nastya and her family were Seventh-day Adventists and they worshipped every Sabbath in their home. Nastya's parents had moved to the city to teach people about Jesus as they hoped to open an Adventist church. Dasha and grandmother were the first visitors to their house church. The grandmother got sick and couldn't go to Nastya's house or church Sabbath. So Dasha went by herself. As she went, she began to read the Bible every day. She began to pray every day, and she noticed that God heard her prayers. Once she really wanted a dress, and she prayed and prayed for it. Then she got the dress. Today, Dasha is 16 years old, and she goes to the house church every Sabbath. The house church has grown to include other boys and girls. It even has its own
want to stand to know that I'm giving my children the custom to working, and I want us to have them work and continue to work for the Lord. This morning, Pastor Renita will bring to us our main feature for this morning.